cuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Why didn't you write me? Why? It wasn't over for me. I waited for you for 7 years.
That was Rachel McAdams in the romantic drama The Notebook. Miss McAdams turns 47 years old today. I first remember her in Mean Girls, right? On Wednesdays.
Regina.
Regina, yeah. Great actress. Not yet up to Terry Garr or Glenn Close stratosphere, but certainly a very talented young lady. Not even young anymore, 47. We're all getting up there, What are you laughing at? Like,
It's just not young anymore.
well, she's forever, like the
She's
Mean Girls
forever
age.
the teenager.
Yeah, forever Mean Girls age. Breaking news here, Longoria, in the sports world. This is not good.
Where is Hector?
I mentioned earlier the Falcons falconed again this weekend, and Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Penix Jr. suffered a potentially season-ending knee injury during Sunday's loss to the Carolina Panthers, according to sources to ESPN's Adam Schefter. Penix will be seeking a second opinion, the sources told Schefter. I feel bad for Falcons fans. Maya in particular was it's like gut punch, just finding new ways to lose every single week. I root for the Falcons. I'm a Giants fan. We're just as bad. But I'm a Bijan Robinson fan. And finally, he scored touchdowns. Raheem Morris, whatever personal vendetta he had against Bijan, I was able to score. Bijan scored 2 touchdowns. Still losing in Longoria's league. Still losing in the Ken League. But my big money league, I'm winning. But anyway, that's big news. Deborah, you know how much I love lobster, probably because I wasn't able to eat it until I was 16 years old. That was the law, apparently. Under 16, you're not allowed to eat lobster. Lobster, historically a poor man's food, right? This was peasant food back in the day.
Back in the day, before it was this special, before you could eat it when you were a child. Then it was poor man's food.
Yeah,
Yep.
now it's $45 a pound. What are some other poor man's food that are no longer considered poor man's food?
Yeah, things that would have been considered just for poor people, and then somehow they've switched over. So things like, well, we'll do some other seafood. How about oysters, right? You like oysters, don't
Love
you?
oysters,
Mhm.
yes.
Used to be considered poor man's food. Sushi in general, which I find hard to believe because it's so hard to make sushi.
You will not. I had a great sushi dinner on Saturday for Maya's birthday. I'm not going to say it on the air because I'm embarrassed, but off the air, I'm going to tell you how much our dinner cost for 2 people.
It was Maya's birthday.
It was
so-
Maya's birthday,
yeah.
absolutely.
And
yeah.
it was really good sushi.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
It was, but certainly not a poor man's food.
Something that I'm not the biggest fan of, French onion soup, but it could be the way it's made. I also just don't like onions, but that used to be considered a poor man's food. Also fondue. I never got into the fondue.
That used
craze.
to be one of my go-to date spots
Really?
in my single days. On Collier Road, there was the melting pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun date thing.
Okay.
Where you cook your own food,
I'll
and
take
it's
your
kind
word.
of the chocolate at the end. It's kind of seductive.
Yeah, that
No?
wouldn't be a
All right.
second date for me, but all right. Also things like ratatouille or caviar. I think we've heard that before. Caviar was considered a poor man's
No
food.
kidding.
Hmm. And I think
Really?
it's just the type of food that it is now because it's so rare. That's what makes it special. Other things on here, kale. I know there's like a love-hate for kale. You either enjoy kale or you absolutely hate it, but it used to be considered a poor man's
Is
food.
it expensive now? I don't buy kale.
Only because it's trendy.
Everything's more expensive. What's more expensive, kale or a can of wax beans?
Probably kale.
All right. Oh, I was born too late. I want to go back where caviar and lobster and oysters and those were poor man foods. Poor people's foods. All right, Sabrina has your news, weather, and traffic. When we come back, the political battle no one saw coming. Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene and President Donald J. Trump. In-depth coverage with political reporter Greg Bluestein from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution next on The Mark Arum Show.
And the holiday season is officially underway. Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling. You and I both know that there's nothing worse than having a house full of family and friends and your HVAC system goes all wonky. So right now, Coolray's offering up to $2,250 back in rebates and free installation with the purchase of a complete Carrier system. You take care of your family and friends, Coolray will take care of keeping everyone comfortable. Call or go online today at Coolray.com and book your appointment. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, the new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business, designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect, plus advanced cybersecurity, and now get the $1,000 holiday bonus. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/14/25. New customers only with 2-year agreement. Requires qualifying gig package. Other restrictions apply.
Every day you wait, that cracked sidewalk gets worse. That busted driveway isn't just ugly, it's a safety hazard and it hurts your home's value. Hi, I'm Bill Sudlow with Sudlow Concrete, Atlanta's market leader in quality and value. From driveways and patios to sidewalks and foundations, we handle it all with integrity. Don't put it off another season. Let's replace something old with something strong, smooth, and beautiful. Visit SudlowConcrete.com today. That's SudlowConcrete.com.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. People often ask me why our mattresses last so long. The answer is simple. We build them right. Not only are OMF mattresses durable, they give you peace of mind from day one. When you invest in a mattress from OMF, you're investing in better sleep tonight and smart savings for years to come. No more frequent replacements, no more wasted time shopping. To learn more about the true value of durability, visit originalmattress.com and read our latest blog on getting the most from your mattress investment.
Bugs bugging you? Better call Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. And Breda is proud to sponsor Scott Slades, Georgia, every Thursday on Atlanta's Morning News.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 11:30. Good morning. I'm Sabrina Cupid. This news is sponsored by Main Street Auto. President Trump withdrawing his support for longtime ally Georgia Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. On social media, he said that she's gone, quote, far left and accused her of being a, quote, ranting lunatic. She says that she's been receiving death threats. Congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey Burns has more.
She has said, look, I've been there for you since the beginning, but she's also expressed some disagreements with some of his policies lately on immigration and the economy and other things. The important thing to note, too, is that she said over the weekend that, yes, she realized that she also contributed to toxic politics and the discourse.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene has also called for the release of those Epstein files. There will be a vote to release those files tomorrow. The president is now calling on House Republicans to vote to release the files, something he had not wanted to do before. Your weather for today, sunny, mild, afternoon highs around 70. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards will have Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up in about 2 minutes. We've just gotten a health update from the family of the Reverend Jesse Jackson. They say the civil rights icon is in stable condition right now. Correspondent Lena Zach has more from Chicago outside the hospital where he is.
He is not on life support. That's contrary to some other reports that are out there, and that he is receiving these prayers and well wishes, and they are grateful for all of that.
And the Rainbow Push Coalition founder has been hospitalized since last week. This just in, Falcons fans are not going to like this. Starting quarterback Michael Penix's season could be over. He suffered a knee injury in Sunday's game. The Falcons lost to the Carolina Panthers at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And according to ESPN, this could be a season-ending injury. Penix will seek a second opinion, but they say the outlook is not encouraging. Former NFL star Antonio Brown appearing virtually in front of a judge this morning for his arraignment. It comes just days after bonding out of a Miami-Dade County jail on an attempted second-degree murder charge.
We've entered a not guilty plea
demanded trial by jury.
His attorney is claiming self-defense, saying that Brown fired his gun back in May outside a Miami boxing match in order to get away from a suspect who had allegedly tried to rob him in the past. Prosecutors say it was attempted murder, with the charge carrying a 20-year minimum mandatory sentence if convicted. The FAA has now lifted its emergency flight reductions. The reductions were put in place during the government shutdown to ease staffing pressure. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy saying that aviation officials can now refocus their efforts on hiring more air traffic controllers and also building a new state-of-the-art air traffic control system. And the National Park Service is hiring in the wake of the government shutdown. The search underway now for up to 500 new law enforcement officers around the country. The Park Service also listing several park ranger openings here in Georgia, with starting salaries averaging about $56,000 a year. Other positions include seasonal park guides and visitor service assistants. Let's take a look at the markets. The Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P are all in the red. It's time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Alex Williams in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
Big mess in Marietta right now, Sabrina. WSB's own Ashley Frasca. Big thanks to her letting me know about this stalled big rig now in 3 left lanes. 75 northbound, South Marietta Parkway exit 263. Delays stacking back up toward 285. Use Highway 41 Cobb Parkway as an alternate. Also a big jam out through Conyers with that left lane construction, 20 eastbound, right around Salem Road, and it is really jamming up that ride back toward West Avenue. You can use Iris Drive or Dogwood Drive to avoid those delays as you head toward Covington. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Sunny skies through the afternoon, high near 70. Clear and cool for tonight, lows in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 73. Increasing cloud cover Wednesday, but staying warm, high 78.
61 degrees in Tucker, at 61 in Brookhaven. Loganville, you have 62 degrees right now. We'll have more news at noon, breaking news when it happens. I'm Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Everyone has an opinion.
I've had some great Mondays. I'm having a good Monday right now. Look at beautiful outside.
That nice loud shirt.
Eric Von Hessler has an opinion.
It's a citrusy, summery, I think breezy kind of shirt.
And some advice.
But just remember this.
Eric Von Hessler, today at 3.
I never have and never will smoke a cigar.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Marjorie Trader Green. I don't think her life is in danger. Frankly, I don't think anybody cares about her.
What's going on between the president and Marjorie Taylor Greene? In depth with Greg Bluestein from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution next on the Mark Arum Show.
Normally, they put a roof over your head, but this is the time of year that Findlay Roofing also puts presents under trees. Merry Christmas! It's Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix-It Show. My friends at Findlay Roofing, the Roof guys, are proud to support Clark's Christmas Kids again this year. Findlay will donate $100 from every roof replacement between now and December 14th. Findlay has committed to donate at least $15,000 to Clark's Christmas Kids. Santa would be proud, and Rufus is proud too. And if it's time to replace your roof, please think of Findlay first. With over 65,000 roofs replaced locally, they've mastered the process with impeccable, high-quality work. 'Tis the season to give yourself the gift of a new roof while helping give a Merry Christmas to local foster children. Get started right now. Schedule your free roof analysis at FindlayRoofing.com.
Does this sound like you, where every step or reach is a reminder of what hurts, a reminder of what you're not able to do and how far you've drifted from the life you used to have when you didn't feel that pain? Good news for you, because relief is closer than you think, and it doesn't have to come from a scalpel. What if it could come from you? It's Mark Arum from my pals at QC Kinetics, where they tap into your body's own regenerative power using natural healing factors that help restore and repair damaged tissue, reduce inflammation, and relieve pain at its source. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery. And this Veterans Day, QC Kinetics is giving back to their heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their treatment, and for every non-veteran who starts care, QC Kinetics will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. A great time to book your free consultation. So call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. Locations in Decatur, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Stockbridge, and Douglasville.
I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. I've been in banking for over 30 years, and my team and I know that businesses have the best results when they work with local bankers who know the Atlanta market. Bankers who will work to understand your business operations and bring good ideas to the table. At Ameris Bank, we do that. I invite you to reach out so we can start a conversation. Visit amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours Member FDIC.
He packed in the animals 2 by 2, ox, a camel, and a kangaroo.
The most hurtful thing he said, which is absolutely untrue, is he called me a traitor.
Marjorie
And
Taylor
that
Greene is feuding with President Donald Trump. We'll get the latest from Greg Bluestein in just a second. But first and foremost, Deborah, we have some amazing tickets to give away today and the rest of the week.
Yes, tickets to see Lady A December 5th at Atlanta Symphony Hall.
All right, if the government was still shut down, it would be day 49. So let's do the... I'm just kidding, Vinny. I'm just kidding. Ninth caller, you cool with that?
9.
By the way, we went after the show on Friday. Longoria, Vinny, and I went to the Chinese buffet. Vinny's got a unique Chinese buffet strategy. He went 3 plates first trip. 3 plates first
really?
trip.
Just the first trip?
I don't even know how he – yeah, like Longoria and I each got a plate.
Yeah.
We ingested it, went up, get a second plate. Vinny, 3-plate Vinny. Came
Did
up.
you think it was like one trip?
I don't know. It was intriguing, though. That could be a Carathon incentive next year.
Buffet with Vinny?
Chinese buffet with Vinny and Longo.
Yeah, I like that.
It was, anyway, ninth caller, Vinny. Ninth caller to 404-872-0750. Ninth caller to 404-872-0750 wins a pair of tickets to see Lady A at Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. Right? Atlanta Symphony Hall? Atlanta Symphony
Hall.
Yes. Courtesy of the Mark Arum Show on WSB. We're still trying to figure out how to give away the Mark Arum Show Christmas cards this year. We have 3 hundo of them. Tomorrow we'll firm a plan up, but they are available. Get ready for your chance to get the annual Mark Arum Show Christmas card. All right, continue our team coverage of the Trump v. Green battle, which surprised me coming out of nowhere. Joining us from the Atlanta Journal and Constitution, our good friend Greg Bluestein. Greg, good morning, my friend.
Good morning.
Listen, you have covered Marjorie Taylor Greene's entire political career. I still take credit for the fact that she bought heavy rotation of political ads during my nighttime show that eventually got her elected to that seat. So I'm not taking credit or blame, but the power of the Mark Arum Show launched this political career. What exactly happened between the two former BFFs?
Yeah, Mark, I mean, no one could have seen this coming 4 or 5 years ago when she was Donald Trump's biggest defender, her most loyal congressional warrior, not just in Georgia, but really one of the most loyal around the nation. And this has been a breakup that few had seen coming, but really, the Epstein files kind of accelerated it, her calls to release those files. But, if you look back, it predates that. There's some anger and upset on her behalf, it seems like, from her being kind of dissuaded from running for either governor or Senate. Donald Trump says that he showed her polls saying that she was only about 12%. Indeed, the AJC's poll showed her really far behind John Ossoff in a hypothetical matchup, so it's not hard to believe that she was lagging in some of the polls, and I think that really accelerated this mashup that you're seeing now.
What has been the reaction in Georgia from Republicans to this feud? Because I'm imagining a lot of politicians right now are stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to who to pick sides with in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, she's never been that cozy, as you know, with the establishment in Georgia, right? She's not a fierce ally of Governor Kemp or even some of the folks like Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, who are much more MAGA. But at the same time, they don't want to go up against her, right? I remember back when she was first on the scene and she was so controversial in 2020 and 2022, and getting someone like Senator Kelly Loeffler or Senator David Perdue or any of the other big-time Republicans to say anything negative about her was almost impossible, right? Only a few really try to distance themselves from her, but she has showed remarkable staying power. And even though she might face some primary challenges, she's the candidate to beat still in that district, even if Trump goes up against her.
So, but still broad support within her district, the district she represents in the House.
Exactly. I mean, this is a Northwest Georgia district where, as you mentioned, she was powered to that victory in 2020 with a really populist message. She was at first running in the suburban Atlanta. She was running for the 6th district, which was Karen Handel represented at the time. She was thinking about a primary challenge against Karen Handel, and then switched over to Northwest Georgia after that seat became open, and has just steamrolled the competition since she won the nomination in 2020, and has just easily won re-election after re-election. So it'd be really hard to beat her. Not saying impossible. Who knows what could happen over the next year? But there's no ready-made challenger to her right now on the Republican side.
Greg Bluestein from the AJC joining us live on the Mark Arum Show. Marjorie Taylor Greene, once President Trump turns his back on you and starts with the social media posts, the reaction from his supporters can be vicious. And she posted on Twitter over the weekend that she was getting death threats. She had a private security team, saying this is unacceptable. And a lot of folks on the left, right, and center, well, listen, Marjorie Taylor Greene, you used to be that person that would drive the rhetoric, including our own Eric Erickson was like, hey, you called for punishment for me and my family when I didn't align with you politically. And she kind of offered a mea culpa on her past severe rhetoric.
Yeah, she went on CNN and basically said she regrets some of the things she said in the past, encouraging violence or at least propagating or pushing forward that sort of violent rhetoric, saying that she hopes for a more kinder, gentler political tone, and that she's committed to doing that in the future, and she hopes Donald Trump does as well. But you're right. A lot of people just point to her statements, not from 10 years ago, but just from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, as she rose to power, that they feel like, promoted the worst parts of humanity.
President Trump did an about-face, Greg, overnight, saying that he is going to urge Republicans on the House floor to vote for the release of the Epstein files, which I think says a lot of which, the momentum that these Epstein emails, especially the Epstein emails that were released from the House, have really pushed this back to the front burner. Is Marjorie Taylor Greene a canary in the coal mine in the sense that she sees what's coming with these files, with these emails, and she wants to be on the right side of history? And do you think that other Republicans in the House and maybe the Senate might follow this path that Marjorie Taylor Greene is macheteing for herself?
You're exactly right, I think. And folks like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massie, another Republican member of Congress who's been vilified by Trump for supporting the release of those files, they've been calling for this for a very long time, for years in some case, right? And felt betrayed, felt abandoned by Trump when he came out against releasing those files. And it seems like House Republicans have the votes in order to release those files. So that was a late night reversal from Donald Trump that also gives an opening, gives cover for other Republicans now to say they support it. So in Georgia alone, we've seen all three top Republican contenders for the Senate. That's Derek Dooley, and that's Congressman Buddy Carter and Mike Collins, all come out in favor of releasing those files and backing up with Trump.
That's really interesting. Okay, but those are candidates. Have we heard from Republican House members yet? Because the vote we expect sometime tomorrow. Do we know what the GOP congressmen and women from the Georgia delegation are going to do tomorrow?
Yeah, aside from Collins and Carter, we expect most of them. We're going to poll them all today. But we expect most of them to end up supporting that vote because, again, now that they have Donald Trump's cover, that gives them the ability just to say, you know what, I'm with the president here. Let's settle this debate once and for all. That's essentially what we heard from Buddy Carter this morning with his statement saying he supports it.
Interesting. Greg Bluestein from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution live on the Mark Arum Show talking about the political feud right now playing out in real time in social media, on television between Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Georgia Congresswoman, and President Trump. Is this ready-made for the Ossoffs and the Bottoms of the world as they ramp up to primary season?
You know, it is in some sense because Senator Ossoff, actually we talked last night and he gave a statement essentially challenging the Republicans to vote to release this, saying, do you stand with the victims of these sex offenders or do you stand with Jeffrey Epstein? But it does also make it harder now because they are all also supporting the release of those files. So it's less of a wedge issue, but certainly I expect Democrats to continue to say that they've been championing this issue from long before Donald Trump reversed course.
I don't want to bother you, but Deborah's making me ask this question, Greg. When are we getting new poll numbers, man? It's Deborah asking, not me. I'm not addicted to the poll numbers.
I mean, we just came out with the last batch. I think early next year is when we come up with our next batch, and we'll see it then kind of a more general election take because our last batch was focused more on Democratic and Republican primary voters. The next one will be, hey, what do things look like in a general election potential?
Is it too late? And again, I'm not trying to get inside the Congresswoman's mind, but is it too late for her to be like, I'm just going to buck it and run for governor or run for the Senate seat, or is it too late in the process for that to happen?
It's not too late for someone like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who could still get in before qualifying, which is early next year. So as long as you get in before that qualifying date, which is in 4 or 5 months, you can still get in. And she's got the sort of name recognition, the fundraising ability where, she could shake things up. Do I expect that to happen? No. But it's a potential, just like Stacey Abrams could still get in as well.
Fast-moving times in the political world. Greg, great stuff as always. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Follow Greg on all the socials at Bluestein. Congrats to Jeremy from Stockbridge. He won a pair of tickets to see Lady A, courtesy of the Mark Arum Show and 95.5 WSB. Another chance to win those tickets tomorrow, as well as not one, not two, but 3 chances to take our turkey. It's a Take Our Turkey Tuesday tomorrow on the Mark Arum Show. Speaking of... I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go there, Alex Williams. What's going on the roads, buddy?
Hey, Mark, it's a travel advisory into Marietta, leaving 285, 75 north. Stall tractor trailer, 3 left lanes are coned off. It's South Marietta Parkway, exit 263. You're stacked up from Windy Hill. Use Highway 41 as an alternate. Left lane construction continues between Conyers and Covington. 20 eastbound near Salem Road, exit number 84. And 75 south in Stockbridge. A few brake lights from 675 down to Hudson Bridge Road. Traffic brought to you by Indeed.com. Ready to find the right candidates for your job posting? Indeed's sponsored jobs helps connect you with talent that actually matches what you're looking for. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
If it's happening on the streets of Atlanta.
After suspect refuses to exit home on Summer Chase Drive.
If it's happening on the roads leading to Atlanta.
Looks to be a tanker truck crashed into the median on the Jam Cam.
95.5 WSB has you covered.
The major culprits squeezing household budgets for auto insurance, gasoline, and utilities.
Your 24/7 news source. Tune in throughout the day to stay up to date.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
This is Scott Slade from iRoofer, FGA Roofing. Are you starting to consider a new roof but not sure if it's needed or what it might cost? FGA Roofing offers their free drone assessment. You'll know if it just needs a fix, a rejuvenation, or a new roof. They'll quote you a price, and if you mention you heard about it on the radio, they'll take $1,500 off the quote, and that quote's good for a year. And with your good credit, you could take advantage of their 000 offer. 0 down payment, 0 payments for 18 months, and 0 interest. Take the first step now and set up an appointment. Google FGARoofing.com.
Got a leaky pipe, heating, or cooling issue? Ace Hardware Home Services is around the corner with everything you need to fix it, including the expert to do the fixing. We're not just the helpful hardware folks, we're the helpful home service and repair folks too. From plumbing to heating and cooling, the licensed and insured experts at Ace Hardware Home Services are ready to keep your home running smoothly all year long. Online at acehardwarehomeservices.com or call 770-233-7787.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today. 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Annuities, non-advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Congressman Brian Jack is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Congressman Brian Jack at 202-225-5901 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate and get the strongest cash offer in the industry. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Don't worry about the inconveniences of selling your home. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer makes selling stress-free. We've served over 72,000 satisfied clients, and we know what matters most: a quick sale and maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hey guys, are you striking out in the bedroom? Because pills like Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra just don't work anymore. Here's how Choice Men's Health is solving PE and ED issues. Meet Dr. Katz, the expert in men's health.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Choice Men's Health offers safe, custom-blended medications designed to fit your needs. There is no pain or surgery. It doesn't matter how old you are or if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or prostate issues. Not a problem. It's safe and affordable for everyone. You'll see results in 15 minutes guaranteed, or you don't pay anything. Solve the problem of ED and PE now.
For a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are free. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. To claim your initial consultation and first treatment for free. Call Choice Men's Health now. 404-400-1170.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why the big wireless companies want you on an unlimited plan? It's because they need you to help cover the cost of the 20-somethings who are using a lot of data every month. Fact is, according to the latest research studies, most people 50 and up, like me, only use 12 gigs or less each month. Don't get bamboozled by big wireless. At Consumer Cellular, pick what suits your needs. Whether it's 1 gig, 5, 10, or unlimited, the point is, pay for exactly what you need and nothing more. We use the same towers as the big guys, but since we don't own and maintain them, we can pass the savings on to you. Our plans start at just $20 a month, and you'll get the best customer service in the business. I want to invite you to join the millions of people who choose something better than big wireless. Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
$11:54 on the Mark Arum Show. Sorry, I had to sit down. Shaquille O'Neal, Deborah, is the gift that keeps on giving. We are so blessed to have him here in the metro Atlanta area. Now there's something called a Shaq Scholarship. Tell us about the Shaq Scholarship.
Well, Shaq surprised the leaders at the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Atlanta. They'd have this Youth of the Year gala where they give out scholarships. And so he decided he was going to give out additional $20,000 and $10,000 scholarships to these kids. And basically, they were supplements. So, you know, like you can win a partial scholarship.
Yeah.
But that's not going to cover everything. So Shaq's like, no, I gotcha, right? And he just filled in the gap for a lot of those kids.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think it's because our phones listen to us, and every time Shaq does something good, I talk about it in the air. So all my algorithm now are showing these Shaq generosity videos where he's, you know, there's one video of him in a pool with all these kids, and like, you know, in a pool you float, and the kids were like carrying Shaq out of the pool, and like, I mean, gosh, I'm not going to go down.
Why would you steal his car, right? Look
Yeah.
at what a great person he
Give
is.
Shaq's car back. I wonder, all right, I'm going to say it. He's 7'2", right? The life expectancy of anyone over 7 feet is not good. Do you think he recognizes that? And he's like, you know what? I'm only on God's green earth for so many years, and I'm just going to do as much good as I can.
I think he just remembers what it was like to struggle
Sure.
and knows that if you can just make it better for anybody, he
Oh,
will.
and great videos I saw of him and his mom. Like he won't act out if his mom's. It's just, oh man, I love Shaq so much. I'm not eligible for a Shaq scholarship though.
Longoria's fact of the day.
All right, today's National Butter Day. And in some ancient civilizations, butter was used as a form of currency. And during the Middle Ages, the Catholic Church banned butter during Lent, but later allowed its consumption for a fee, which helped finance the construction of the Tower of Butter.
I am looking, if anyone has a connection, an Art Vandelay importer-exporter listening right now, Right now, Deborah, I get the Irish butter that I get at Publix. I forgot the whatever it is.
Starts with the K, right?
Yeah. Something. It's a great butter. But the butter that Maya and I had in Hokkaido, Japan, was next level.
You can't order that online?
I don't think so.
What about her family can't send it to you?
Yeah, I don't know how you ship butter like her mom. I don't want to.
Overnight frozen?
Maybe. But if there's an importer, an Art Vandelay that imports and exports, that deals with Asian trade, I'll pay a tariff on the butter. It's so good. One more butter hot take. You know I bleed Waffle House yellow and black. That's my only gripe with the Waffle House. Is if you get a waffle, pecan waffle like I got over the weekend, it doesn't come with butter. It comes with whipped spread.
It doesn't come with regular butter.
Which is delicious in its own right. I'm not using it. I'm still smothering the whole waffle with that whipped spread, but I mix in a butter packet once in a while. That's all. Give me the option.
And now, are you guys ready for the Mark Arum Star of the Show?
Longo, you make the determination on Vinny Star of the Show or not. Did great stuff. Got me all the countries that you can move to and not get extradited. But it's also been the death of Gutbuster Monday. Vinny has left us high and dry for a month now. Does he get Star of the Show or no?
No.
Sorry, Vin. That was your boss. I can't do nothing about it. Deborah does one. She got the Mark Arum Show Christmas cards at the ready to go out. We'll figure out how to give them away tomorrow. Greg Bluestein from the Atlanta Journal Constitution, excuse me. Louis Martinez, ABC News Pentagon reporter. Natalie Brand from CBS, all stars of the show. Instagram, it's got all my pictures of Maya's birthdays extravaganzas. Give me a follow on any of the socials. At Mark Arum, MarkArum. Tomorrow, Chris Matthews, and Take Our Turkey Tuesday.